thing so that it just wouldn't be just like popping off like song lyrics to you guys, or sound like song lyrics without music or something like that. I just needed to write it into something you could comprehend, because it's hard for me to comprehend, much less in me tell you, you know it. But anyways, okay, so I'm gonna start out with describing God, um, and then all the little demigods underneath them. Then I call that, with paired with humanity, the moon, the earth, the sun, and the universe all working in unison, and humanity working in unison. It's called would be called the infinite. It runs through all of us. It's like it is a universal conscious energy, not confined to any one form or tradition. This energy flows through us, and all different religions may interpret it in their own ways, but it ultimately represents the same creator. I believe in the eternal nature of souls. I know for sure in Adam and Eve, you know, um, my spirit is Eve, and John's is Adam, I guess, right? Let's see here. And as part of a spiritual mission to help humanity reconnect with their spiritual essence, and they have already, to an extent. We have already to an extent, and we can't even comprehend it right now. Then I have an extra page there's notebook paper in this chapter. See, all religions have the same God, goddesses, higher power, source, or spiritual based religion differs a bit from traditional organized religions, but it's the same somehow because they're all made up of like the same religion or the same universal energy. Let's see here. Let's see here. I have to figure out where I stopped at. Organized religions or inner guidance system. Your spiritual compass is or instinct, spiritual instinct. We have a spiritual instinct too. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out here. I'm just gonna be brave and dive in. But I had to write it down. I had to write it down so that you guys could comprehend it, because it's hard for me to comprehend. Okay, let's see here. Your guard spark. Let's see here. Your spiritual compass is basically spiritual instinct. It's an internal guide. Your God spark. Your soul is a whole thing, but your God spark is kind of like I don't know, it's something that's in all of us, which is our souls. It's our souls, that's our souls. But anyways, it's a guide that your soul guide helps, right? Helps guide you. Let's see here. Let me see if I can scoot over so I can see some. It helps guide you. What's a navigate? Why is that even written in there? I didn't write that. Navigate life? Or navigate. I just wrote it in Nava and gate, because that's how I remember how to spell words, is I break them into different syllables, I guess. Life by connecting to your deepest values and purpose. It is not about following strict rules, but about learning about all the religions. So what I could pinpoint and which ones are real. So that way I could pinpoint which ones are real. That's like a side note. It is about listening to nature, intuition, and spiritual self, you. Diving inward, connecting to a universal energy that you believe that the universe has a conscious energy, often referred to as God or the infinite, because it just like runs through all of us, and then it's just like a bigger energy all by itself. So, and then it's like with the earth, the moon, the sun, the elements, all in one. And then I thought, is God a woman? Because the lady that was in my experience with my ancestors was a woman. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure God is an infinite energy with a consciousness. Our aunt, hi,
Can you please ask him
who? Which is my country is the United States of America. Oh goodness, midnight goon. Sorry, dude. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. Our ancestors are also a higher power that is very important. And then I have a little side note on link to the infinite. They're part of the infinite, which is very important to our religion. Your spiritual compass helps you to tap into this energy, guiding you toward actions that are aligned to love, human consciousness. But you have to know about something to be conscious about it, right? Okay. Kindness, happiness, and balance. The spiritual compass is a natural instinct. It leads you to practices that nature, not just your spirit, is here. Practices that nurture not just your spirit, but also your mind and body, whether through meditation, nature, or creative activities. Now, I gained mine through isolating since 2019 with my family, and I learned a lot. And then with my experience, it just like put all of that into play, like what it was, and it was just amazing. I'm so sorry, but it's amazing. Let's see here, whether through meditation, nature, the earth, the universe, the sun, whatever, creative activities like jewelry making, crafting. That also helped me through a lot of this stuff too. It still does. It's really relaxing making jewelry, but sometimes it can be frustrating. But if it starts getting frustrating, I'll just walk away and come back, and then finish my design, because I just end up with bent up wire if I don't. Crafting, walking, exercising, goals, short-term and long-term goals. It helps you to find harmony and be self-expressive to an extent. Ask Daddy to give it to you because you have to point it upside down. You have to see here. It helps you to find harmony and be self-expressive to an extent. Connecting with nature, and God, and your higher power, whatever your higher power may be. Trying to connect to that. Even you don't. Sometimes you don't even have to try. Like there was a while for there. I just connected with only the earth. I didn't. But anyways, I over the past few years, I've gotten to where I notice everything. Like even where the sun is set. Like night before last, the moon was setting over top of this mountain right in front of me. And then this morning, it was like straight up in the sky at 12 o'clock. And it was time to take the kids to the bus. What time is that? We take the kids to the bus at 10 after 7 or something, right? So, I just noticed smaller things like that through everything I've been through, I guess. There's a couple things in here I wrote about music, too. Ciao, Max. I'm sorry, Sarev. Patil, I hope you feel better. My name is Erica. Hyderabad. Okay. Our ancestors, let's see here. The spiritual compass is a natural instinct. It leads you to practices that nurture not just your spirit, but also your mind and body, whether through okay, I already went through that. It allows you to draw from different spiritual traditions, honoring the core truths that resonate with you, you know. And it's not all about resonating with you, it's about experiencing that firsthand, that, that you've encountered a God, and that's pretty cool. It's scary too, it can be scary. Or a bunch of gods, or even become one yourself, only spiritually, or you was one the whole time, and then you didn't even know it until they told you, and I'm like, you know what? I'm serious. I believe that the universe, we, as a conscious energy, often referred to as the infinite, I believe that that's what we are. We're all connected to the same thing.
I forgot to give you my sword.
The soul is what makes us who we are individually, but we're all connected by the infinite, power of whichever higher power that you believe in, which is in all of us. Some more than other. No, I don't know about that, but that's that's their business. If they have been through hell a bunch of times, and and then tried to be, and then was good their entire life, and they were basically crucified over and over and over and over and over, So that's, my whole family went through that with me, though. And they suffered too, because whenever one person suffers, the whole family suffers. And that works for nations too, I'd say. I've never led it like something that big, but I would like to try one day. See here, I'm the catalyst for my own spiritual growth. And Adam and Eve's too and then our spiritual. The Anka can provide a stronger connection to the infinite. Anka staff. So or not Anka staff, but Anka like necklace, just anything Anka. They even have these little clay ones in Egypt, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I learned that the Anka is a vag and dudes, but they're stuck together. Meaning, there's no, I believe that it's just where God is universal. It's just a energy, celestial energy with a consciousness paired with the sun, the earth, the moon, and the elements, and it all works in unison with humanity, and then we could be all happy and shit. But we gotta be nice to each other to do that. So I don't know how the fuck that's gonna be possible. Beats that out, right? See here. Experiences, memories, and triggers can help you reconnect with spiritual essence or yourselves. Paired with the Anka and Eve plus the infinite plus the ancestors plus the earth, the moon, and the elements and the stars. The wind. The wind even has a god that does the wind, y'all. Ain't that cool? That is some cool. That is a bunch of cool. Okay, so this is going to be in a podcast. Let me keep going here. Spiritual essence and selves. You can be guided. Okay, so I'll leave this part out because I put it down here. I rewrote it. You can tip the scales of good and bad within oneself. by looking in to realize that you and be conscious of your soul. Toward if you could tilt it towards good, try to think good things will happen too. Just try to believe in. I always try to hope for the best and expect the worst, but I like to just think good thoughts as much as I can. So I've become a monk pretty much in that area, but even I get angry sometimes. I try to keep my cool as much as I can unless I get backed into a corner. And then if you back a dog into a corner and it bites you, then you back the daggone dog into the corner. Right? But anyways, yeah, that's the way I used to feel about it, but it takes a lot to push me to that point, and I don't like being pushed there. I refuse. Let's see here. That's a good saying that not many people say, but I mean, I don't feel like that anymore. I used to, though. Okay, tip the scales of goodness and evil within oneself toward good. By doing so, individuals can achieve a state of balance, which can lead to spiritual growth and even immortality. You stop. She's bad. Jersey, that's Tanner's friend. I'm sorry. Okay. That's a good, metaphoric way of thinking of things. Just don't think of the dog. The dog is the bad guy if you do that, though, but only you can choose to do that, right? For anything. That goes for anything. Because they're human, but I learned a different way to deal with things like that, and I'm trying to put it into words for you guys. Oh, honey, I done did. I think we just need to focus on feeling better. Do what makes us happy. This person says unknown, so maybe their account got blocked, but I don't know. You don't even have to have if you're not a religious person, yeah, you can always enjoy nature or just do something that makes you happy, makes you feel happy. You don't have to have a higher power, you know. Like if you don't want one. Different humans/people have different ways of connecting spiritually, and all are valid, I think. The ones I have witnessed, I know exist, but I've never been out of America, so I only know of a few as of right now. As long as the focus is on love, peace, harmony, spirituality, and health, etc., just being happy. I see various spiritual paths leading to the same universal truth. Um, at least that's all I know right now. So it's mostly just religions that I could have been or been in the past lives, or that which I'm pretty sure that that's what it is because I've been like obsessed with those religions since I was born, like big enough to read. I was like 3 or 4, I think. 4. They had little children's books. Like I always incorporate books into my kids' uh, lives because books are very important no matter what their age is. Like you can try to read to find a few minutes if you have a few minutes. If you don't, that's no biggie. Spiritual intuition, spiritual compass. Our connection to the infinite God is a wellspring. My soul is a wellspring of spiritual intuition. Let's see here. By looking in, you gain inner knowing, which helps to discern or guides your decision to an extent. Like, let's see here. We are all responsible for our own decisions and in our own souls. And I think in Christianity, children are responsible for their souls. It's like 11 for girls and 13 for boys. I don't know if that's true, though. I do not know if that one's true, like for a fact. So, just so that you guys know that. But it's possible. And I believe that we make our own destinies. We can make our own destinies, you know. The Anka staff will help preserve the wisdom of our ancestors of the infinite and the Anka while sharing its benefits. We move through time quite literally. I'm trying to figure out a way to write that to where you guys can understand it too. Okay, so if you can be conscious of it, you could stay out of like a bad timeline. Like if you do something you feel is wrong, try and apologize or make it right. Make sure the other person accepts the apology and you accept the apology is worthy. I know it takes a lot to apologize, but sometimes it is necessary. Only apologize if you believe that it deserves an apology. Like I will not apologize for something if I know it's unless I know that it's wrong or that I fucked up. And then usually I will admit it because it's like the best way to be. When you apologize, mean it, like actually for real. Like if you can help it. And not any, I mean, if you're a prideful person, it's hard to